Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're shining a light on Meredith Grey, the heart of Grey's Anatomy and one of TV's most complex characters. We've celebrated her brilliance as a surgeon and admired her resilience through unimaginable loss. But even Meredith has her flaws. From questionable decisions to moments of outright selfishness, these imperfections make her human and relatable. Join us as we uncover 8 things wrong with Meredith that fans often overlook because, let's be honest, we love her anyway. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more deep dives into your favorite Grey's Anatomy moments. Starting off at number 8, we have She Touched a Live Bomb. The number one rule when it comes to bombs: definitely don't touch them. But in classic Meredith Grey fashion, she didn't exactly follow that advice. In this iconic episode, she finds herself in an unthinkable situation. A patient with live ammunition lodged in his chest. The only thing keeping the bomb stable and everyone in the OR alive is a paramedic with her hand on it. But when she panics and bolts, Meredith steps in, literally placing her hand on the bomb to keep it from moving.
She's panicking. We need to clear the room.
I'm not leaving.
Great, let's move.
I'm not leaving her.
We need to get everyone out now, Dr. Burke.
She's my girl, Hannah.
I have to!
Really?
While undeniably brave, this decision was also incredibly risky. There was no guarantee the bomb wouldn't explode, and running away like everyone else might have been the smarter choice. At number 7, we have her rejection of Lexie. Meredith's family dynamics grew more complicated as Grey's Anatomy progressed, starting with the introduction of Lexie Grey, her
Lexie Grey,
half-sister.
I'm your sister.
While Lexie was thrilled to meet Meredith and eager to build a relationship, Meredith wasn't exactly welcoming. Despite Lexie's kind-hearted and charming nature, Meredith kept her at arm's length, treating her coldly for months.
Dr. Grey, I was wondering, do you know where the thermometers are? Because
You really not know where the thermometers are, Lexie, or you're just looking for an excuse to talk to me?
I...
Simple question, Lexie. Are you an idiot or a stalker? Okay. That was a mean thing to say. I'm aware of that because I'm generally not a mean person. But I'm a person who just doesn't want to know you. And you are a person who's making that very difficult.
At the time, Meredith had no other close family. Her mother had passed away and her father had cut off contact. Lexie represented a rare chance for her to form a familial bond, yet she rejected it without any real justification beyond her own dark and twisty tendencies. And at number 6, we have When She Got with George. While Meredith is certainly mature enough to make her own decisions, this is universally regarded as a bad one. During a tumultuous time with her relationship with Derek, George decided to unveil his feelings for her. After harboring a crush on her for years, he finally got up enough courage to tell her how he felt.
I know I'm not a world-renowned surgeon. And I know I'm not a lot of things that you've gone for in the past. I know. But I would never leave you.
Being very vulnerable herself, Meredith accepted his advances and they got together. During the act, she realized that it was not the right time for them and began to cry.
George, please.
Sleeping with me is really this awful for you?
No, George, it's not. It's not you.
Which humiliated him. She knew full well how much she still loved Derek, but destroyed his emotions anyway. Instead of pulling him into a very vulnerable situation and breaking his heart, she should never have pursued this. In fact, it almost cost her a friendship with George altogether. At number 5, we have She Didn't Tell Derek's Sisters About His Death. Derek Shepherd's passing is still one of the saddest moments in television history. Watching an excellent surgeon and human being's demise was traumatizing for fans. However, his own family did not get the same chance to grieve. Following his car accident and botched surgery, Meredith was notified and came to see him and gave the notice to remove him from life support.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
While she was grieving the loss of her husband and true love, she made a very important error. She did not notify Derek's family before she removed him from life support. Meredith can be forgiven for being a grieving widow, but she should have given the rest of Derek's family an opportunity to say goodbye. Coming off at number 4, we have She Ruined the Alzheimer's Clinical Trial. Meredith's intentions may have been noble, but her actions during the Alzheimer's clinical trial were a serious lapse in judgment. While working alongside Derek, she faced a tough moral dilemma. The chief's wife, Adele, was part of the trial, and Meredith wanted to ensure she received the actual medication instead of a placebo. To make this happen, she tampered with the study, ultimately invalidating the entire trial.
Okay, I'm gonna make the injection. And you shouldn't feel this.
Although her decision came from a place of compassion, it didn't guarantee a cure for Adele, who tragically developed Alzheimer's regardless. This act not only undermined the integrity of the research, but also left lasting consequences. And at number 3, we have She Ran Around for Surgeries While Pregnant. In one of the more tragic moments in Grey's Anatomy, Meredith lost a baby. After many tries at getting pregnant, she learned that she would not be able to naturally carry children. While this did result in her and Derek adopting Zola, it was very difficult for them to deal with. However, they experienced a miracle when Meredith became pregnant in season 9.
It's only 3 weeks, so I shouldn't even be telling you. I mean, I still have a hostile uterus, and terrible things are constantly happening to us, which is why I haven't told anyone. I haven't even told Christina.
After all that pain, she did not seem to be taking proper care of herself during her final trimester.
I'm pregnant, I'm not sick.
You're very pregnant. You're 3 weeks away from your due date.
Sure.
While working in the hospital during a superstorm, a very pregnant Meredith was running around the hospital trying to stay involved in surgeries. Unfortunately, this resulted in her falling downstairs. Given how many preventable cases she sees every day, she should have known to be more careful, especially since it took her so long to conceive a child. And at number 2, we have She Failed Her Intern Exam. George O'Malley's experience gave fans a glimpse of what happens if an intern fails their entry exam. Despite being highly skilled and capable in the operating room, his exam score fell short by just 1 point, which forced him to repeat his intern year. While he quickly caught up with his peers, the situation was still embarrassing for him. What left fans puzzled, however, was why Meredith wasn't held to the same standard. In this episode, she completely flunked her intern exam, failing to answer a single question. Normally, this would have meant an automatic failure, but she was given a chance to retake the exam alongside the chief. Meanwhile, George, who took the test as required, was forced to repeat his entire year. The situation raised the question, why wasn't Meredith held accountable in the same way? Finally, at number 1, we have She Asked to Be Shot. Aside from the plane crash, the Seattle Grace Mercy West shooting was the most traumatizing thing to occur on Grey's Anatomy. When the husband of a former patient seeks to take his anger out on Derek, there are too many fatalities involved. After shooting Derek once, the gunman sees that doctors are working to save him. He threatens to take them out in order to finish the job, but Meredith asks him to turn the gun on her instead.
Do you want me to shoot you? Stop him!
You want justice, right?
The man on the table.
I'm his wife.
If you want to hurt them the way that you hurt,
Shoot me. I'm your eye for an eye.
While this was an attempt to distract the shooter, it had some further grave results. She was pregnant at the time of the shooting, and this trauma resulted in her losing her baby.
There's blood spreading down your thighs.
I'm having a miscarriage.
Her heart was certainly in the right place in trying to save Derek, but there was surely a better way which would have resulted in less tragedy. Thanks for joining me as we explored the flaws that make Meredith Grey a complex and unforgettable character. Even with her mistakes, it's clear why she's remained the heart of Grey's Anatomy for so many seasons. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite characters and moments. See you in the next one.